Last video, our base got destroyed. And in the time it took me to make that video, which was way too long, I'm sorry about that, a lot more happened. So let me catch you up on everything that's happened so far. Our base got destroyed. I wasn't there when it happened. Even if I was online at that time, I wasn't even in the same dimension. I was trying and failing somewhat miserably to get an elytra. So when I finally was able to get back to the base, it was kind of shocking to see everything gone, except for the door, which I found kind of funny, but also to see the many improvements that had happened while I was trying to get an elytra. For example, this was not there. This was not there either. Even this and this were not there. I had a choice. I could either go settle down with the rest of my team, but when I went through the portal and saw this, it's kind of obvious why I chose this for my new base. I've got grand plans for this area, and when I settled here, I made a commitment to not to tell anyone where this base is. But first things first, I needed armor. For armor, I needed villagers and emeralds. From the base that was destroyed, I was able to snag a couple of villagers, but not any emeralds. I settled down, unpacked my villagers in a hall, and built a simple raid farm. This project took me a couple of days, but after a while of testing, I got it to work. I still have to go to an outpost to start the raid farm, but it's just a short flight away. I spent a long time here in my own isolation. I had villagers, which were infuriating. I had some allays and a cat to keep me company, but it just wasn't enough. I kept on going back and forth to spawn for different events. So when my teammate asked for cords of my base, I caved in and gave him the cords. He came right over, and we just played together. It was so exciting to see someone friendly. I gave him 2 totems. He was kind of shocked at this, and he gave me a netherite ingot. This was huge for me, because I really, really don't like mining netherite. It's so boring. I soon showed him the outpost and the raid farm, and I told him he could use it whenever he wanted. We took some screenshots, and I logged off peacefully. I had freed myself from my own isolation. Now, what happened next, I wasn't online for. I got a DM on Discord, and it basically said, hey, I started a raid at your base, and I died at the base. Can you come help? I couldn't, so Fishy started a raid at my base, and apparently they all spawned in the hole right next to all of my villagers, which is very, very bad. All of my villagers died, except for this one villager. He needs a name, so if you've got an idea, let me know. He felt so sorry for this that he gave me 9 stacks of emeralds. I forgave him. So then, I had to re-roll all of my villagers again after I had just finished getting all the books a guy could ever want. And while I was doing this, I heard of a little battle competition that Jackson was hosting. And because time zones are more confusing than they should be, I was caught off guard when I heard it was starting. I didn't have my armor ready, so I just ran to watch. I got there just in time to say hi to Jackson, Aberdoki, and Witherbeast before my internet cut out. Yeah. Still had Discord on my phone, and from the chat I could tell that something had went wrong. Come to find out, Jackson and Aberdoki did not like each other. Because of some trade with mending books that didn't go well, they decided that they were enemies. And I soon found out that Fishy attacked Aberdoki. Aberdoki recovered and defeated Jackson and was soon banned for being toxic and rude. Here's the thing though, Aberdoki seemed like a nice guy. He was originally on the Panda team, but he was one of the few members that didn't join us after what happened in the last episode. So I had some respect for the guy. He did have a little habit of swearing, which wasn't the greatest, but nobody's perfect. So now I was faced with another choice. I could either A, stand by and watch Aberdoki get banned, or B, stand up for Aberdoki while potentially fighting against my teammate. I chose Aberdoki. He was able to win me over even more after he tried a second time to get unbanned. He wrote out this whole thing about how it was all unfair and how he was actively trying to do better on his swearing. He wouldn't have any real reason to be banned. And to be fair, there wasn't even any consequences for the rules until you broke one and found out it was getting banned. And the guy had done a lot for our server. All of his friends played on the server as well, so it was kind of like the only one out of his group. It just didn't seem right. So I voted to give him another chance. And how I did this was I proposed a court. This idea got a decent amount of support, but I don't think It's Orangey saw it. So my plan, build a courthouse and get this guy unbanned. Yep, that's my plan. So I made a lawyer's outfit, and now I've just gotta go and get this idea approved by It's Orangey. Should be fine, right? Yeah. Okay, so Orangey didn't like the idea. He said that we shouldn't make a community event about one unban request, which is a really good point. But I really like the idea of being a lawyer. So I said in the Discord, hey, if anyone wants to sue anyone else, let me know. And I got a response rather quickly from Fishy, my teammate. He wanted to sue Aberdoki. Aberdoki's banned. So we came up with the brilliant idea of suing Orangey, the owner, for banning Aberdoki. So then Fishy can sue Aberdoki. Okay, that clip took forever, and it's like, what, 24 seconds? Yeah, too long. Sorry for interrupting. Just go back. This wasn't supposed to happen, but it also might work. And since all of these guys are my friends, this is gonna be crazy. Also, remember step 2 of my plan earlier? You can throw that out the window because Fishy already built one while I was gathering resources. Am I complaining? No, but now I'll have to figure out something to do with this plot of land I reserved. It was right here. Where'd it go? Okay, I'm suing Witherspoon. I don't want to sue Orangey if I don't have to because, well, he's my friend. But if Fishy hires me, then I have to do it. It's literally in the rules. Before I can even think about suing him, I need to find out what Orangey's decision is. And if it's not in banning him, then I'll have to give him some bad news. So now, all I need to do is wait. Pester Orangey about when he'll make his decision, and that's about it. But before I want to go, I want to say thank you for watching. And if you know anything about the griefing that's been going on at Spawn, let me know. Spawn has changed so much during this season, and it looks so amazing now. I really don't want to see this keep happening. There's been several reports of griefing going on. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing and have a happy late new year. See you soon.